All right, everybody, we're going live again. My green screen is going crazy. What is happening? What's going on, admin gamer breed? You're actually first today, yeah. Hello. Oh, thanks, Johanna. Hey, Tom, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for being a member. You're the bomb. Hey, no problem for the tutorials. And yeah, we got some 9 Inch Nails today. It's just in the mood for them. Hey, greetings from Colombia. Greetings from America on my end. Hey, from Jamaica. Oh man, how's it there in Jamaica? Dang. It's hot? Yeah, it's probably so fucking hot right now. Greetings from Egypt. God damn. There's people all over the world right now. It's crazy. Are you guys just making things up now? You're probably all just in America, just hanging out. But if all those were serious, it's crazy. You hablo español? No, not me. Let's go to The Downward Spiral. That's a great album. That's my favorite album by them. How can I acquire that level of discipline? I don't know. I'm not sure, man. I don't know what drives me to keep going. It's hard to tell. Howdy, yo, what's going on, Khalil? What's going on, Wiggly Line? Greetings from Berlin. Will I sell prints at Lightbox Expo? No, I don't have any prints made up or anything made up. I need to do that, all that stuff. Nope. Will we have a meetup? I'm not sure. I'm still not sure if I'm going to Lightbox, so maybe not. Do I sell my art somewhere? No, not yet. I've been holding off. I just teach at the moment, but I am going to do more of that. I've just been weird about it. I'm always like, oh no, it's not good enough yet. That sort of thing. So I got to get out of that mindset. It's not helpful. You know what? Before I start laying in these values, I'm gonna go back on what I just did. I'm gonna try something crazy. It's not that crazy, but for me it is. Let's get more hue jitter in here. Let's try to get some like weird colors in there. Just get some strangeness going on. Hey, I'm glad that the tutorials can help. Yeah, he did invite me, and it's just, yeah, I'm just busy. It's also now I have to fly across the country to go. Can I paint with oils? Yeah, I've been doing that. And is Coldplay growing on me? No, not yet. Still don't like them. Let's listen to... Yeah, I've been actually, after all these sessions, I've been doing oil painting. I have a bunch of silly still lives sitting around my apartment. All just me painting, I don't know, random still lives. Hey, I don't like Coldplay either. I like the pen display. I don't like the regular tablets. You know what I wanted to do? I liked how I did it yesterday, where I just used... that softer brush. No, what the fuck is that? Oh, there we go. Is it legal to like Coldplay? No, it's really not. How often do I stream? I'm not entirely sure because it changes from time to time based on what my schedule is. I was able to make it work the past few days because I finished up I finished up a video for the sponsor, and I whatchamacallit, didn't have any more Patreon stuff to do this month. I try to stream as often as I can. I love live streaming. It's so much fun. Any plans for future challenges? Oh, that would be cool stuff for storyboards and whatnot. I will say, going back to the traditional painting thing, it's been helping a lot to do more of the traditional painting. I feel like, I don't know, getting more of a sense of how to build out shapes. And actually going back and forth between the two has been really helpful. A lot of weird colors going on here. I made a painting of guy abs. Is that considered material? Yeah, it's fine. Skin is a material. I like painting through digital before traditional. Yeah, that could work. Whatever works for you. I've been actually enjoying digital painting, which is nice. I for so long I didn't enjoy it. I think I was just like really confused about it. But now that I've gotten better at values, it's been a little easier. Yeah, Nine Inch Nails is so good. So fucking awesome. Oh, if you guys could do me a favor as well while you're here, I've been trying to push my music Instagram a little more, so if you can follow that, I'll put the link down below in a second. consider it an exchange for all the free content. Oh, thanks, Wiggly. We got to get those music endorsements so that way I can get guitars sent to us for free. That's the whole goal. Oh, thanks, man. Do I like Dance Gavin Dance? Yeah, they're awesome. The more intense his eyebrows get. Yeah, that's probably true. I do have very dramatic eyebrows. It's fair. Put Rogaine on your eyebrows. I don't want to do that. Hello, Brazil. Boom, bam, 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 bam. This is not a very family-friendly track. Oh man, it's not good for the internet. They're gonna get angry at me. All because Trent Reznor couldn't watch his mouth. It is one of the best songs. So good. Am I drawing on a Wacom? No, I'm actually using I'm using the Huion GT221 canvas. Which you would know if I had done the video review they asked me to do, but I didn't do it. Oops. Soundtrack from 7? Yeah, I don't remember if it was in that, but I'm assuming it is. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, dun, dun. Technically on the clock right now, so technically I'm getting paid for this, so technically this stream is my job. Awesome. You and me together, my friend. Stick it to the man. Show them that we can do what we want when we're working. Am I right? Do I sound like I have a lot of conviction? No, I don't. But Hey, Steven Zapata, what's going on? I didn't realize that was you who said that. What's going on, man? Everybody, you should follow, subscribe to my good friend Steven's page. It's freaking awesome. Or just talk to him about aliens. Either will suffice. How many do I plan on doing a day? Really just as many as I can get done. I think I'm kind of slow in general, so I'm not trying to over exasperate myself. Plus I'm balancing doing the traditional studies as well. So Bob Ross conspiracy incoming? Do you mean Bob Lazar or Bob Ross? I like the Bob Ross conspiracy. That sounds great. I've been doing traditional every day. I mean, I don't do it on stream. I could do it on stream. I have to set it up differently. We'll do that when I get into the next, to the studio. New studio space. There's a conspiracy that Bob Lazar is Bob Ross. Holy shit. I didn't know that one, but I'm excited about it. What are you working on today, Steve? I was decapitated by NDA. Okay. Never mind. Then we won't talk about what you're working on today. Borodante's got an app for painting? That's pretty cool. Go him. I've always liked his channel. He also seems like a very funny guy. Awesome, Steve. Yeah, we gotta, we'll hang soon. Even though you bailed this weekend. I'm gonna turn into one of those people I was talking about last time where it's, every time something comes up, you get really angry about it. I can't believe you bailed on our plans that we didn't make. He's giving the background some serious Nine Inch Nails vibes. I love it. I really enjoyed the new video, by the way. By the by. so, so you made a Huey account. Oh man, yeah. Here, I have a conspiracy. Actually, a conspiracy theory. It's definitely a confirmed conspiracy, but I haven't talked to anybody about it really. So I got a couple tablet companies sending me stuff. I have Huion, Gauman, Artisol, and who else was it? XP Pen, and all of them have the same exact software and almost identical hardware. So I'm convinced they're all just the same company, and it's really weird. Yeah, XP Pen is another tablet company, I think. But I think I'm gonna do a whole big tablet giveaway thing, since I don't need all of them. Not a conspiracy, typical Asian marketing strategy. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I do know copyright law in China is really non-existent. There's like that green thing that's emerging from my side. Let's see if we can get rid of that. Yeah, the XP Pen was pretty cool. What am I listening to? It's 9 Inch Nails. The album is The Downward Spiral. I don't remember the track title, but shit he does is so crazy. It's so awesome. Alright, Steve. I think I gotta put my head to the grindstone. I don't think that's the expression, but I hope it works out alright for you. I'll talk to you later, bud. Jesus Christ. That sounds painful. My suggestion would be don't get the Cintiq. There's the other cheaper display tablets. What's my opinion about art schools? I didn't go to art school, so I don't have much of an opinion. I'm not using the Cintiq right now. No. My opinion about art school is there's no need to go. Everybody I know that went to art school is not that great at art. I mean, that's not true. Art Center, a lot of people are really good. But it's not necessary. It's like there's so much education out there online for free. I mean, hell, you have my Gumroad channel and YouTube. All you have to do is purchase it for just $9.99 a month. See, that's how you conduct business. What do I think about doing these material studies? I think they're cool. Is there more you want me to elaborate on specifically about it? Or what is it? Do I ever have problems with color calibrations? Well, I mean, the color, for me, it doesn't need to be super accurate because I'm just trying to get the values and trying to mess around with the color a little bit. Yeah, I don't think you need to go to school. It's not the same thing, but I learned guitar from doing just lessons and stuff. I took lessons, so maybe that's one way. But I think that model of learning is better. Like when I learned guitar, it was with one instructor, and we met every week. And it was in person, and it wasn't like a school setting. I think that's a better methodology. Like, it's not something that works like a university class does. How many years have been drawing? Depends on what you consider. I've been studying for about 3 years now, but I was drawing, when I was younger and stuff. Dang, Trent Reznor is an angry guy. Oh, I was drawing a ton when I first started seriously drawing. It's like all I was doing pretty much. I had a well, I had just left school though, so I kind of needed to get it done really fast, or like get decent pretty fast. Let me just send one message real fast. Trent Reznor versus Trent Kanuga. Who's the angry? Definitely Trent Reznor. Trent Kanuga seems like such a sweet guy. All right, Trent Reznor, you're too angry right now. The way I'm choosing the color changes is based on mostly saturation and value. Some other ones are going to be accidental. Actually, this song's good, and then we'll change it. Who has more passion? Ooh, that's a tough call. I'm going to say early Trent Reznor, but current Trent Kanyuga. I feel like it's hard to stay as angry as Trent Reznor for that long. I was kind of digging the kill switch and gates yesterday. I'm going to go back to that. But yeah, that is a hard question. A lot of times, speaking of colors, what I'll do is try to find a mid-tone, and then, you know, if I have a soft edge rather than just using the airbrush, sometimes it'll be nice to just take the value, find the mid-tone, and then use like a fully opaque mid-tone brushstroke. It gives it a little bit more of a traditional feel. Again, I'm still feel pretty new to this, but I'm trying. Do you think that the concept art industry is all about money? Nope. Not the people doing it, if that's what you mean. The challenge is 2 weeks. Is the mentorship a scam? No. I mean, you can talk to people that are in it. Why would it be a scam? I don't think that would be very good for my credibility. You don't have much other than your reputation. I don't think I would go out of my way to make a scam. Do you have any God? I do love God Forbid. I'll throw on some God Forbid in a little bit. Is James even real? Nah, I'm actually just a computer. I'm one of those influencers that's actually a robot. You know, the concept artists John Park and James Pake, or the concept artists, they have a school called Brainstorm, and I teach a online mentorship through them, through their thing. You should just go to brainstormschool.com, join the mentorship if you want. Apparently, it's been reviewed by, what's his name? It's been reviewed by Crayon Noir as a total scam. That's what it is there. That's a good point, actually. You haven't been reading the lore if you don't know that I'm actually a clone. I'm just one of many. You don't have to submit the references if you don't feel like it. It's not that big of a deal. It might be helpful just to look at it, get a sense if you're on the right track. Oop, too close. I actually did learn to code a little bit. Because when I left school initially, I didn't know what I was going to do. I knew I wanted to work in games. And so then I started taking a couple programming courses. But that really wasn't for me. It's a lot of fun. It's just not... I wanted to do something more artistic. And I ended up working with a friend, and we were trying to make some games, and I got a little experience coding through that. Nothing too serious, though. Programming is super cool, though. Yeah, that's fine. You can do the material studies as spheres. I'm totally fine with that. I'm just doing this because I'm kind of practicing the material and the painting process of it as well. so many subtle hue shifts there at this point. It's so crazy. You have gas clouds behind me. Oh yeah, I'm just farting a lot. It's fucked up, I'm sorry. But nobody's here to smell it, so don't judge me. Some of us have bowel issues. Alright, let me look at somebody who's particularly good at this and let me see what I am not doing right. Alright, this guy is the bomb. He works at, I think he works at Brainstorm as well. I would love to do something with Aaron Blaze. He's awesome. I like how chunky that is. Like, just nice blocks of color. Yeah, maybe I need to solidify some of those color choices. Yeah, I don't know. Will there be more composition tutorials? Yeah, I do want to do more of those. It's always hard. There's like a new thing I want to do every couple weeks or so. Whatchamacallit? I happen to be doing that with my last semester's mentorship. That's why I had that one. Well, what I can't pronounce his name properly. I think it's Lin Jin or Li Zin. I don't know how to pronounce it, but what he's doing is achievable in Photoshop. It's just a matter of building up those fundamentals and doing studies like this, trying to get used to it. It's like everything, practice makes perfect. That's what they say, right? Try experimenting, doing new things. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of all my reference images. Vertical mouse versus normal mouse. I don't know what a vertical mouse is. Unless you're talking about the animal. In which case I still don't know what a vertical mouse is. Oh, those were marble statues. Those were pretty cool too. Vertical mouse is biped, and the horizontal is quadruped. There you go. Bye. More helmets with faces attached to them. Any tips for relaxing and get drunk? Drink a beer. Hang out with friends. Play Magic the Gathering. Play board games. Yeah, try weed. It's cool these days. It's not wrong. Yeah, it's legal in most places now. So, do some fictional helms too? Nah. I don't really want to. Because I'm doing material studies, so I don't really want to, like, put too much burden on me to make stuff up. And also, a lot of the fictional helmets from, like, movies and stuff don't have the same, like, material properties because they're basing it off reality and not actually reality. You can do fictional helms in your challenge submissions when you join in on the challenge. Alright. Stop being so dramatic, kill switch. Was thinking of doing CrossFit. Yeah, that's a great idea. Do anything like whatchamacallit. I've been playing hockey. That's been a ton of fun. Just stuff that can completely immerse yourself and not have to think about responsibilities. Can you do an art progress? Yeah, you know what? I found something today. I found something today that let me find it. It was from when I first left school. And it was so shit. All right, I'm very embarrassed to show this, but hold on. So this is 2015 or 2016 ish. I don't know what's happening here, but some androgynous creature is just not looking good. So I'm gonna get that off the screen because it's embarrassing. What's the status of my book? Very MIA. I went in my old email. No, shush. Yeah, not so great. But I feel like I've come a decent way in just a couple of years. Very excited about that. I saw that. I was like, oh man, I guess I guess it's been good. James, your gummers are so helpful, except for dynamic sketching. That's the best one. Do I remember how I felt about it back then? I think I thought it was so sick. I don't remember. Probably thought it was good. I had the Dunning-Kruger for a little bit. I think everybody does when you try something new. And you spend a little more time and you're like, oh no, I don't know anything. And then that's when you know you're learning, is when you think you don't know anything. Did I take courses on schoolism? A couple. I didn't really finish them or anything, but I occasionally pop in there. Yeah, I think I've always been more partial to line work and drawing and stuff. I used to think painting was very lame. I don't know why, but I just didn't like it when I was younger. I think the only people that I knew that painted were really bad at drawing, so I just assumed if you were painting, that was like to cover up bad drawing. So I never got into it. I was just like, I don't get why anybody does this. Any tips for tightening up on line work? Go out and draw things with just a fine line pen. And mess around with that and see what you can do with it. It kind of forces you to have good draftsmanship. You're saying just don't erase? No. Lexi, you don't need to do more boxes. You're ready to move on. Stop doing boxes. Your inspiration is to not do boxes. It's time to move on. Your perspective is fine. Hey, lovely. What's up? Oh, yeah, I would love coffee. Try to draw things with shapes. I think, like I said, I think you're ready to move on. Don't hold yourself back. Should I give up art and get into real estate? I'm not gonna make it. Not with that attitude. You can't have that attitude. Now I'm trying to rip off Marco Bucci. He always does this. I like adds a bunch of weird colors in. Today is group lesson B. So I guess you'll be doing boxes and cylinders anyway. You're the best. Love you. I am doing helmets. You can do whatever the hell you want. Do what suits your fancy. It is Envy on the Coast. It is Virginia Girls is the title of the track. It's a great track. This didn't work out so well. Oh, thank you very much. Any plans on uploading the original songs somewhere like Bandcamp? Yeah, I want to get vocals on them first, though. I'm gonna redo this. So I'm trying to figure that part out. I went a little too complex, I think, for myself. I'm gonna keep it monochromatic. There's a lot of small shapes in here, so. Your teachers don't like you. What you said because you're not good at it? I have no idea why they wouldn't like you. They might not like you if you have a bad attitude, or you have a great attitude and they're jealous, or I know nothing about you. I don't know. Sometimes people just have personalities, you know? Maybe you want to do like... You didn't keep these streams on YouTube. Yes, I did. You have to subscribe as a member to get these streams. You can use the join feature. Anyway, I can't exactly tell you why why the teachers wouldn't have an affinity for you. Maybe try to figure out what you're doing. Maybe you're intimidating them by trying to do too much actual art. Maybe you're I don't know. Yeah, you boys got to make that dough. So that means you got to use the join feature. Oh, well, if you're giving suggestions in class, that as a teacher, it's actually super annoying. So there you go. So that's why. Because you got to think of, like, you got to think from a teacher's perspective of, one, they're going into it, they're people too, and they think that they have something to instruct you on. And if you're like, sort of giving people a lot of suggestions, that's it. Yeah, that's definitely a way to annoy people. In terms of picking colors, it really depends on what you're doing. Like right now I'm doing monochromatic, so everything's in the, I'm just following mostly the value and saturation. Empathy? Yes, empathy. Something that you might want to think about. Just because, as a teacher it's not easy. You're also an artist and you're going in front of an entire class, and then if you have somebody second guessing you every 5 minutes, could be very frustrating. I mean, I don't know the frequency or the exact situation at all. But I've had students in the past question things thinking that they knew the right answer but were like very wrong. And so then it was just difficult. Like they were saying, oh, the class should be done this way, but like they weren't ready to move on to certain things. And it can be frustrating. So you definitely want to think about it from their perspective. And if you don't like what's going on in the class, you don't need to learn directly from the class. You can find resources online. There's so many resources online. That is the case. That's what happened. I left school. I said, I'm gonna do this, and if I don't do it, I'll go back. That's where Marshall was slightly off. But I forgive him because I love him. Is that the Coloris extension? I did have that plugged in, but I think the new Photoshop kind of has something similar, so it's not plugged in on this one. I couldn't get it to work on the Mac. The Coloris extension. It's great though if you use it. I had it before, so I would suggest it. What's the time there? It's just about to be 3 o'clock. Yeah, that's another thing, like... Oh, that was the point I wanted to make. It's like, let's say you're giving somebody advice, or for whatever reason. Giving unwarranted advice is like... I always try to put it in context of this. Like, imagine going up to somebody that's pretty overweight and being like, hey, you know what would be really good for you? Like, if you just went to the gym, it'd be so good for you. It's like, try to think of it that way. Anytime you're giving advice that wasn't asked for, you know, if somebody comes up to you and asks you for advice, okay, that's one thing. But be really wary about your intentions when providing advice, and, you know, when you're giving advice. It's a way to make far fewer enemies. It's a tough one. Favorite cereal? Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, I think my go-to is Honey Bunches of Oats. All those painters you mentioned are very good. That's what I would say about them. They're all amazing. Any new interviews? We're gonna do more interviews when I get into the new studio. So I've just been holding off a little bit on those. But we have a bunch of people lined up. This is hard. We say you have an even balance between traditional and digital. Yeah, definitely. No, I mostly do digital on streams just because it's easier, and having the whole traditional setup is like on top of you, so it's really annoying to work. At least the way I've had it set up. So I just prefer to stream digitally. And then traditional is what I do when I'm like just chilling and hanging out and trying to practice. I think if I was going to release any books, it would probably only be traditional stuff. Like anything that's non-instructional, I only want to do really traditional stuff. But to answer your question, I think I have a pretty good balance. This is not working out. I'm gonna call it for today because this one just didn't work out so well. I'm gonna come back to it. We'll redo it because I just don't think it's coming out well. And I got a thing coming up in an hour, so I just want to do that. I recently bought the Ewing tablet, and digital is a whole different world, so I decided to focus mostly on traditional. Yeah, I think, you just do what you feel comfortable with. But we just got, oh, sorry, Andres. That makes me kind of want to keep working. I didn't realize you were here. All right, fine. I'll try it again. Just 1 second. Alright, let's do it. 10 plus EXP for determination. Thanks. Well, Andres just got here. I can't just leave. It's not cool. Do you copy references by understanding or thinking, not just copy? I'm thinking about all the variations in the values and thinking about the sort of shapes of light that are happening, where they're reflecting, right? How, like, if you look at this form of the nose, like, you take little notes as you do it, right? Something really reflective has this really bright spot there, then it's got a rim light here on the outside as it turns away. And so you can kind of get used to just figuring out how it appears given the light source. To be honest, most specular things, like, a lot of materials behave the same way. So all these shiny reflective materials are going to reflect kind of in the same way. So if you understand how that works, then it's a matter of, like, just getting some mileage of painting them. And I like that I'm using materials with different local value or local colors underneath. So that's something. Different light conditions. You know, this one's got pink neon lights on it. And then on top of that, I'm trying to work with brush strokes and stuff. Simplify the shapes and add reflections, yeah. You've been seem to be playing with little with opacity jitter. Yeah, I don't like the overly soft edge thing. It's not my favorite. Oops, let's get a selection going. Do I make my own brushes in Photoshop? Nope. There's plenty of them out there. I don't really feel any need to do that. Sometimes I'll tweak the settings like I'm doing in here, but that's about it. Let's get... Let's go back to that other brush. Get some... Oh, I hate this track. It's not even a track. Yeah, usually you flip the image, see if there's like stuff you missed and whatnot. Oh, losing my pen. Am I interested in seeing some of my followers work? Well, there's... Sure, but there's like... My social media following is like 200,000. So I don't think I want to see that many people's work. That's so much work. I don't have the time for that. At 1 million subs, can we do an anti-drawing stream on Pornhub? That's a great idea. Let's do it. I'll agree to that. That sounds funny as hell. I don't know why that keeps dinging like that. That's so annoying. Yeah, we'll make it happen. I mean, we're on track for 200,000. You know, give it a couple years, we'll get to close to 1 million. I'll do it. It would be funny as hell. I like that idea. I need you guys to spread the word though, that way we can get there faster. Shall we gun for World Guinness record about the idea? Sure. Let's do it. Biggest art live stream. That eye shape is all fucked up. How do you break down what you do while you think? It's not always easy. You have to look at a shape, find it, assess what value it is, and if it's warmer or cooler than other colors, right? So at first I start out by blocking things into shadow side, light side, and then I go from there with like a more thorough analysis of them. Then after I get a sense of shadow side, light side, then wait, what, am I on a different layer or something? Strange. Oh, I put my opacity down by accident. Oh, and I put the goddamn smoothing up. That's the issue. Alright, now it's starting to come together. Thank the Lord. This was a tough one. And the other way to think about it is like, I'll mix, like when I'm traditionally painting, you mix a few colors in the beginning. So like, then I'll get colors with associated values, and then I'll try to, like if I'm sampling, I'm just imagining that those were colors from the palette. It's a little easier on digital, obviously, because you don't have to worry so much about color mixing, but I'm trying to imagine how I would mix each color also. There's some interesting shapes there. Right, like if you wanted a less saturated, you add the complementary. That's so annoying that it keeps doing that. Holy shit, that's so annoying. Sorry, everybody. I don't know why it's doing that, because there's no error to be had. I'm not doing anything that would cause an error. Is it essential to study the skeletal system? Well, if you want to be an illustrator of people, then I'm going to go with yeah. I mean, you don't have to be a master of it, but... if you want to draw anatomy and stuff, you should know that anatomy. Plus, drawing skeletons is so much fun. I just went to the, whatchamacallit, the Mutter Museum in Philadelphia, and it's all just like these skeletons and anatomical subjects from the 1800s. It's so fucking cool. So, you're missing out on all the good stuff if you don't take advantage of it. I'm gonna punch my Photoshop in a second. It keeps doing that. Oh, it's not so bad, the real life anatomy exhibit. It's great. You should see that in your life. Like, that's a natural part of existence. It's good to be aware of it. I'm just a wuss. That's alright, Nikki. I forgive you anyway. I think I overcomplicated those shapes. I'm being quite honest with myself. Have I tried other softwares? Not really. Messed around a little bit with some other stuff, but not too much. I just also want to point out, here's another painting. I mean, granted, it's not the best, but it's all one color. Holy shit, this smoothing. You can get a lot out of monochromatic. Just changing up the saturation. Hey, no problem. Thanks so much for hopping in, hanging out on the chat here. Enjoying me struggling, but I think it's coming together now. I gotta zoom out. It looks a little reflective. Just remember to keep pushing yourself, getting into the uncomfortable zone. Try new things. That's what these challenges are all about. I gotta say, even just doing these last few days I felt like I've made a couple breakthroughs here in terms of painting. It's been awesome. Just get into that uncomfortable territory. There's not really much configuring of the color wheel. I don't know what you mean. It's just kind of the default way it's set on Photoshop, I think. Tricks on making the face feel more feminine. Use more softer shapes. Don't put a lot of construction under it. That'll make it look really masculine really quick. Eyes, mouth, and nose relationship is strange. Yeah. I think you're probably right. I didn't really do a great drawing because I didn't capture the the proportions correctly because I redrew it and was trying to rush it. But I'm talking about more the materials and shapes and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, we could definitely redo it, but I think it's better than what it was. On that note, I gotta get the hell out of here. Yeah, I've mostly been doing metals, just because I want to get better at that, like doing armor and stuff. Alright guys, I will see you whenever I do another live stream. It's not gonna be tomorrow because I have mentorship, so get out of my... God damn it. Alright guys, I will see you soon. Previous live streams, you have to subscribe, you have to be a member. You have to click that join feature down below. All right, everybody, take care. Keep on kicking ass. Thanks, Andres. I did this for you. Later, everybody.